what life's all about.
Yeah, rolling with the punches. Buddy, I really appreciate your perspective on life. I'm going to take that with me. I'm going to roll with it.
Take care and don't let any bugs bite you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Hey, this is Buddy Martin.
What is it?
Buddy Martin.
Pleasure to meet you, buddy. I'm Joe.
This is my Uncle Joe.
Okay.
The nephew of my nephew is my nephew.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all
That'd
family.
be your grandnephew.
Yeah, grandnephew, yeah. He's 40 years younger. He's 20 years younger.
And how many years younger are you than me?
How old are you?
144.
Well, you know what I like about that? You add 1,000 to it, we'll have 144,000 angels come down here to help Jesus kick some butt down here.
I was 84 last year.
84? Wow.
Looks in great shape, isn't he?
Yeah, 84. Yeah, I'm 57. So, but you lived up here your whole life?
No, I've been here 15 years.
50. Where'd you come from?
Are you familiar with this area or not?
What's that?
Are you familiar with this area or not?
A little bit. You know, I ran all over the West here when I was younger. I was a welder. I worked in
What sort of
Wyoming.
a bad person would be a welder?
A refiner's fire. I look for fires and I go refine them.
At one time or another in my life, I've been certified pipe, plate, structural, heliarc, aircraft,
B-31-3, B-31-1 code. Those two codes.
and nuclear.
Well, there you go. Nuclear codes even B-31-1. So yeah, I was 31-3 and 31-1 as well. I did the nuclear code. My father was a great, loved heliarc. It wasn't my favorite. Stick and TIG, right? I was a stick guy. I like the stick. And but pipelines and gas plants is what I did.
You were one of those bad people.
Are you calling me oil field trash?
No. You're probably road trash.
Oh, that's probably.
Probably what you were.
Yeah, probably was. No.
Actually, I crossed over to the electrical trade, and I just chased those high-dollar jobs. So I was, in many cases, called road trash
Well, you're a gypsy, right?
by the locals.
Sure. Yeah.
In other words, the locals were just in their own little cocoon
Yeah.
and would cut your throat in any way they could.
Well, yeah, we're all travelers on this planet, though, right? They're travelers too.
Such is life. That's right.
They're travelers too. Where was you born at?
Are you familiar with California?
I sure am. I was born in San Diego.
What sort of a bad person would come from California?
The baddest ass person you ever met.
You know where Covina is?
Where?
Covina?
Not sure, huh?
It's 25 miles east of LA.
Okay.
By coincidence of the Depression, that's where I was born.
Oh, really? Wow. But you were born there during the Depression,
Yeah.
when all the people were in the Great Escape from the East coming to the West to become boot pickers.
They were coming from Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. They were all headed for California, and this
And you already were there.
I was here because my great aunt's folks came into the Verde Valley in 1863.
I'm not sure. You might not be a Hollywood actor here, just playing us.
No,
You're the real deal.
no, I didn't do that, and I have no regrets. In fact, a friend of mine tried to get me to go over there at one time, but at that time I couldn't go, and I didn't, and I have no regrets.
Yeah. Were you, let's see, 84, you'd be about what year were you born?
31.
My dad was born in 29, so, and my dad passed away when he was 72.
He'd be 85 or 86.
Yeah, but he was Navy. So,
Floated around on those big boats that they call ships.
yeah. I was out in Virginia one time. I called them a boat, and they almost knocked me out.
Is that
They said,
right?
don't call our boats ships. I mean, don't call our ships boats.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Did you have kids and all that? You got some kids out there rolling around that you know of?
I always wanted a boy and a girl, and I got a girl and a boy.
I got a girl and a boy. Huh?
And that girl, December 30th of 06, she retired with 21 years and 7 days in the Air Force.
Oh, Air Force, really? Wow, that's awesome.
Now she's in a second career, and I still don't know what she does. 'Cause I asked her one time when she was in Alaska, I said, "What do you do, sweetheart?" She says, "I can't tell you." I said, "Well, if you can't, just don't. That's what it's all about." And now she's retired from the regular Air Force and working for the state. I said, "What are you doing now?" She said the same thing. So I still don't know what she does.
Yeah. So you like it here?
This is a good spot.
Yeah, it's a good spot.
I'm here kind of what's a fluke. But it's a good place for me.
Good people here.
Well, it's like every place else. There's good, bad, and indifferent.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I came up there 15 years ago. My most recent ex-spouse had 4 adult children, and the oldest one was a full-blown psychotic. And one day he was throwing a psychotic fit, and I said, "I'll walk straight out that door," which I did. And I left everything there. I left everything.
Yeah.
I walked out in a church leave. And 3 days, less than 18 months after I walked out, he blew himself away.
Wow.
Well, it was either that or something worse happened.
Yeah.
Like,
So after all these years, let me ask you a big question. You a guy that believes in a creator or no?
of course. But anyway, I would help Jean, my most recent ex-spouse, in any way I could. But there's no way you can help her because she, like my son says, she raised those kids.
Yeah. That's it. You did your part and you did the best you could do. That's what you got to do. I've been there. Yeah. It's so you're a single man now. You're a bachelor. You're a bachelor up here in this part of the country.
That's no way to live, but that's the lesser of the evils right now.
It's no way to live. Yeah, it gets a little bit lonely sometimes.
Well, I never get lonely. I grew up on that river by myself.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm eating at 9.
Yeah. I get a little bit lonely without my family. I need to talk to them.
When I need to talk to my son, I just call him.
Oh yeah, what'd your son do?
He works for Grantham Fence down here in Weckenburg. And I see him once a week.
Alright, have fun.
Wow.
Well, you won't see me
I
tomorrow.
don't see my daughter that often because she's a little further away.
Yeah.
However,
Probably won't see me the rest of the week.
I've got both of my kids back in the same state of the continental United States for
All week.
once in their lifetime. That's good. It'll probably be that way from here on in.
Well, you need a ride anywhere?
I live right here.
You live just right here, close by?
I live right here on the property.
Oh wow, that's wild. 15 years right here, huh?
Yeah. It's all right. The climate's good here, and like I say, most of the people are good.
See you later.
So what do you think about this country? Not the same as it was 50 years ago, was it?
It's a whole lot better back then.
Wasn't it?
In fact, we didn't have a despotism. None in the country.
Yeah. Yeah. Think there's any chance for us going forward?
Well, we have an election coming up, and that's our best hope.
Who do you think we should vote for?
It's too early to tell.
Sir.
don't know. I was impressed with Ted Cruz's a resume that I saw on him in a magazine that I get a while back.
Yeah, it all depends on how those delegates shake out, huh?
That's right. Once politicians get in power, they don't necessarily do what they say they will.
It's a scamming system
Yeah,
today, and we don't know what's going to happen. But hopefully there'll be the changes.
they'll say anything they think you want to
Yeah.
hear. You get in. Once they're in, they do what they want to, just like this sunken lesson gentleman we have in there now.
I think that's a bad boy in there now. He needs to be out of there. So
Yeah.
he meets a lot of criteria for socialism and things that can tear this country apart and take our freedoms. And I'm
He's
just not
doing
for
his
that.
he's doing his worst
Yeah, he's doing his worst. Yeah.
to destroy this country.
But I appreciate you sharing that with us.
There's
because-
two outfits, one called Judicial Watch and the other one called Freedom Watch. And they're after him hammer and tone.
Yeah.
They want to send him back to Africa where he's born.
Yeah.
My son is
Yeah. Well,
going to be
all of those stories, Benghazi, all those types of things. I just a lot of people belonging in prison, if you ask me. I mean, what they've done in this country is,
Well, that's what Freedom Watch and Judicial Watch says about Hillary Clinton.
like just do it.
They said if she hadn't have been the so-called First Lady, she would have been in prison.
yeah, that's right.
Usually I hear your kids.
I agree with that. A lot of young people don't get it, but that's because they haven't had that dose of experience in their life yet.
Yeah.
Get some experience, they'll start seeing that. But hopefully, being on the creationist side, you got to believe that there's a bigger power at play, and that's what we're counting on.
Where are you originally from?
I was born in San Diego, raised in Missouri on a farm up north of Kansas City.
Sort of a bad person to be raised on a farm.
Wow. It depends on what age group you're taking. If you're talking 20 years, I'm a really bad person.
Okay.
If we're in the boxing ring, I had 56 boxing matches. I'm a bad boxer.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm a bad welder too.
Okay.
Okay, but I mean in the good sense. But as far as a bad person, hopefully I'm not one of those guys. Raised on a farm, good parents. To give anything to be sitting there next to my father, and I get sickness to some other fellow's father. That's pretty cool.
I grew up on a little farm southeast of Camp Verde.
And we raised the
It's
hogs.
a good way to grow.
Yeah, we raised hogs and soybeans. It's our deal.
And
All that's gone away now. The big farmers, there's
yeah.
this big, big business.
I know two guys. In fact, I set up a trucking deal for them in '68. When they got out of the service after the Second World War, their father gave them 40 acres apiece, as I understand it. By the time I went to work for them in '68, they were farming 5,000 acres and feeding 5,000 head of cattle.
It's big. It's big business.
They did good.
Yeah,
They're both dead now.
yeah.
But they were both Second World
Well,
War.
we were out at the Pioneer Cemetery today, and these two guys made a really interesting comment or observation.
Mhm.
That nowhere did it say I was the best farmer, the best welder, the best trucker, the best politician. They all said he was a good father, a good mother, a good brother. And it was all about family. So there's none of that. Who's the best of any of that? No, it was there's folks out there that had flowers on their grave from 50 years ago, and
Well-
it was a good father and grandfather, and it turns out that's what matters.
That reminds me of my son. It took me 4.5 years to knock down, drag out custody battle and over 100 grand to regain custody. And I raised him nearly all his life for myself.
Yeah,
And in more than one case he said, without you, he said, I wouldn't have any life at all. But that's all the thanks in the world that you could
That's all you
ever
need.
hope for.
That's all you need, right?
He's my best friend and partner.
Yeah. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, this is my nephew's, and this is we didn't know this was going to happen 6 months ago, 7 months ago. We didn't know this was going to happen, did we, Brad?
No.
And we didn't know this guy was going to come with us. It's incredible. We're really lucky to.
How old is this guy?
He's 16 years old.
Okay.
He got his driver's license,
369.
and
Good
he
for him.
got his homeschooling, so he could do that on the road with us. And he's riding a bike with us across this country,
Well, that's nice.
and he's picking up for the old man here. So he's doing all the
Well,
hard
that's
work.
good.
And he wants to learn to weld. I says, no way, I'm teaching him how to learn to weld. Although I might.
Yeah, well, worst thing should happen.
Yeah, that's right.
It raised my kids.
That's right. There's mine too.
And I've got no complaints about it.
Yeah.
It burned a lot of holes in a lot of clothes.
Yeah. Boy, howdy. You wore a few khakis in your life, didn't you? Khaki
Yeah.
shirts.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But there's, in fact, I manufactured truck bodies and trailers for about 8 years
Yeah. Yeah.
in my own shop.
I made a few of those.
Yeah.
I like the pipe stuff and fabrication better though. I like that high pressure pipe, and it was a lot of fun. But it's also fun to build something and put it, it's still out there on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
State came out and they told me I had the license and bond as a manufacturer. And they closed me down. And I said, this is not a factory. I said, I just built a few trailers down there. Yeah, they said, you just built a few too many. So I had the license and bond whether I wanted to or not.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hello, bad kid.
How's it going?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Well, we better get home to our. I got a big sister waiting at the RV for us.
Okay.
She's came on the trip with us. We're very lucky to have her, and she treats us like a mama bear. Take care of her cubs. Every one of us.
Okay.
It's almost like having my mom back. It's so nice. So we're gonna get on over there. We'll take care of that girl. But we may see you around here again because we'll be around there for a few days.
Wetbacks killed my sister and her husband.
I did, huh? Yeah. Well,
In their own home.
really down on the border someplace.
Well, it's right on the New Mexico and Arizona state line, 40 miles northeast of Douglas.
So they killed them, huh?
Yeah, in their own home.
Yeah, illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's a big problem we got in the country right now.
It is.
Yeah. But you're a first-hand observer of what happens when people don't.
I've known
Pay
some of those
attention.
wetbacks that were good people too.
Sure. Yeah.
And, I've worked them and worked with them. And, they're not all bad, but they're not all good either.
No, it's like anybody else.
Yeah.
And like anybody else. Except there's some laws we got to live by, right? Or should be. We're going to have border, and we're not going to have border.
That's right.
So, anyway, I appreciate it.
Hasta
Enjoy.
la vista, senor.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank you for taking this time with us.
It's been
Yeah.
a pleasure.
Sharing this kind of stuff with this guy
Yeah,
when it matters. Right?
that's right.
Yeah. Okay, man.
You guys take care.
Thank
Don't
you,
let
buddy.
me worry about you.
I'm sure I'll see you around again before we get out of here because
Sounds okay.
we'll be around for a few days.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
Take care.
Take care. So that was Buddy Martin, 84 years old. Lives here at the Mountain Aire Gas Station in Peeples Valley, Arizona. So if you're passing through, stop by and have a chat with him. He's here at the table in the cafe here, so he's a good guy. All right, talk to y'all later.